Okay, just making sure that everything is running as it should be running. Special presentation, man. We're back. Hey, kidding, guys. Oh, kidding. Chiefs has been gone for so long. But we are back. Let's see, man, if they've done anything over the past few weeks. Leading up into this game and the last month or so that we've been away with bafana duty happening and all of those things happening without necessarily having Chiefs there. So let's see if there's anything, man, that we've worked on in this time. Guys, this is the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Mokwena. I am your host, and this is a place where we love South African football, we love African football, and we love every now and then European football, but you know we're here most of the time. Yesterday we were covering a lot of African games. Pirates was playing last night. Mamelodi Sundowns was playing last night, and now Kaizer Chiefs is playing today. And this is a very interactive show, so feel free to jump in and tell me how you are feeling about the game. At halftime, I'm going to let in 5 people to come and have a chat with me, and then of course, if we can get to my goal of 25,000 likes, then we can go ahead and I'll leave it open in the second half and we'll go from there. A lot is riding on this game, agent. A lot is riding on this game. I think Coach Mangoba is going to be hoping that Kaizer Chiefs loses this game so that there can be a lot more noise around the Chiefs than around Mamelodi Sundowns, as we have seen. Now, these two teams are pretty close, really, in the league. Kaizer Chiefs is number 9. They've played 5 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. They've scored 8 goals. They've conceded 7, and they have 7 points. Whereas Richards Bay, number 13, 7 games played, 1 win, 2 draws, 4 losses, 1 goal scored, 5 goals conceded for a grand total of 5 points. In their last 5 games, Richards Bay has 3 losses, 1 win, and 1 draw. Last time out was a 1-0 loss to a powerhouse of the league, Mackenzie FC, who beat them 1-0. And then Kaizer Chiefs, of course, the last time we saw them out was versus the team that Mackenzie beat, Mamelodi Sundowns, 4-0 versus Kaizer Chiefs, a whole 4-0. So that is very interesting to see how that pans out. In the last 5 games that these two teams have played together, Kaizer Chiefs has won 3 of those games. There have been no draws, and Richards Bay has 2. Frosler already yellow card. Then, of course, the last time we saw these teams go head-to-head versus each other was on the 21st of April, 2024, where Richards Bay beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0. The starting lineups are as follows. For Richards Bay, you have Otieno, Ellen Ndaba Mabua, Mcinega, Mhlongo Mabuya, Mtembu Mbutuma, Ndelu, and then you have Untundwana, number 45, who's meant to be playing up front, but he usually takes up a position on the left-hand side, on the left-hand wing. Kaizer Chiefs has a lot of changes. We have Peterson coming in for his first game. You have Frosla Msimango makes his way into the team, seeing as the Miguel got a red card last time out. Then you have Dotley with Cross, Mart, and Umtetwa. Ox, guys. Ox is in. Ox is in with Shabalala, Dubamodi, and Dupreez. Those are the starting lineups for this game. It's going to be very interesting to see what type of approach Kaizer Chiefs takes here. One of the things that we're seeing from this starting lineup, honestly speaking, is that there's no creative center unless we're going to be asking Mdu to take that job on. Or maybe a Modi will actually drift inside. But in terms of a pure number 10, Sereno finds himself on the bench this game. And I wonder where the balls are going to come from in order to free up Dupreez. Because if you're playing with Dupreez up front as a 9, it's very clear that you want pace. If you've got Dupreez and Modi and a Duba there. Oh, there we go. Oh, Modi. 3 minutes in, 0-0. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how Kaizer Chiefs builds up the game and how they play going forward. What does the Kaizer Chiefs attack look like when Sirino's not there? What does the Kaizer Chiefs attack look like when Uchiva is not there? Because we've watched a lot of Chiva Vairo starting and playing. And now, I believe they've gone for an all-pace lineup. Mara, we're lacking a brain. We're lacking a brain player, preferably in that number 10 role. Also, a very good question to ask is going to be how Dotley and Msimango have been playing. I'm one of the people that have tried to protect Abo Msimango and say that Abo Msimango are not necessarily bad defenders, but that defensive unit as a whole tends to have a lot of issues. Look out for Nsundana really taking on Frosler. Frosler now with that yellow card, it's going to make it a little bit tough. I think the one thing you'll say about this team is maybe they might have a little bit more balance than a normal Kaizer Chiefs team, knowing that Usirino doesn't necessarily go back to mark. You can ask Kuduba to watch that wing and maybe Umori to watch the other side to help out the left and right backs in this game. But we will see how this is going to play out. Let me see what's happening. Let me see what's happening in the comments. Korani, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bilang Makosi, Tabang, welcome. Time to watch the biggest team in the country, says Bongs. Mangoba must go. Good evening, agent. When you started, Mangoba must go before the greeting. I know it's lit. I'm hoping for 3 points, says Bongs. OT, I kind of like the lineup. Kind of happy to see Saile on the bench as well. I will only be happy if Saile gets game time from the 75th minute. So 75 minutes, that's the only time I want to see Saile. I don't want to see him on any time earlier. Oh, Ox. Progressive passing. Are they finally going to let Ox play what he was playing at Stellenbosch? Duba. Duba. Look, one of Ox's greatest things that we all wanted him for was that he seemed to be a central defensive midfielder who could receive the ball and play a pass forward. Kaizer Chiefs is plagued by CDMs that pass the ball back. So something happened to him last season and we broke him, but hopefully we'll get to see that Ox. I remember Ox, man, those first 2 weeks when he arrived at Kaizer Chiefs, the way that he was playing the ball and doing all those things, and then Umart was not necessarily helping him out. Let's see what happens in this game. We need to step it up tonight. 3 points is a must. Look, I put out a video that came out maybe an hour ago where I'm speaking about how I think the Nabi honeymoon is over. And I say that to say that it's all well and good to speak about the problems that Chiefs has and all of that stuff. But if you draw on points with Abu Royal AM, no disrespect to Royal AM, but they're going through a transfer ban. They've sold all their players. It's been lit for them. Then you have to start asking questions of coach Nabi Guta, Mara coach. Let's see what's going to happen here. He's done very well, Coach Nabi, starting off the season. I think what has he's given to this team is a belief. He's given to this team, they want to go forward. They have a very good attitude now. These youngsters are really pushing Kaizer Chiefs in terms of the attitude to want to go play and score. But Chiefs, as with a lot of other teams around the league, you've now gone through the easier part. The first few games is the easier part because there's no expectations. The teams don't necessarily know what you're bringing to the table. There's not too much asked for from those players. But everybody's now getting into a place where now comes the hard yards, where you have to now prove that it wasn't a flash in the pan or new manager bounce, that you actually have something. And there's a few teams that are going through that. You think about a Chippa United that's going through that. You think about a Mamelodi Sundowns who looked very good early on. But now maybe they're going through a bit of a rough patch. How do they get out of that? So it's going to be very key to see what's going to happen over the next few games with the Kaizer Chiefs. But make no mistake, these have to be must wins. Oh, guys, Ox, man, look at Ox. We are here, feel it. Also, Peterson just overtook Vuma just like that. Vuma must go. And I believe Vuma was knocking on the door, Taba. Ox gets a start today. I think Peterson is the best keeper at Chiefs now. Is he the best because he's really good, agent? Or is he the best because amongst his peers there, he's the better one? Okay. First real test. Oh, goes wide. Izoqala nini game? Iqalile sikhumba. Ikhona, it's already started. 7:30. You can watch it on 202. Mpendula, I cannot show you the TV. I can't show you the TV because of copyright. I will be banned. And me, I like talking to you guys, so I can't sit back and be banned because I showed the TV or played sound from the TV. So if you do want to watch it, all I can say is channel 202 or dstv stream. That is where you can find this game. That's all I'm allowed to say. Oh, you guys are new here, Shem. Hi, guys, welcome. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you want to watch the game. Modi is good, hey, says open mind. Let's see. I think Umodi, I guess the one thing you could say about Umodi is that he likes to move away from that left-hand side and sort of cut in. If you think about the goals that Modi has scored, it's been where there's been an overlapping left back and they let him run inside. He plays a 1-2 and he takes a shot just outside the edge of the box. So just at the top of the box, on closer to the left, he likes to take a shot there. There was a wonderful goal that he scored, was it last season, that he put Manekone, postage stamp. So let's see if he has some of that. And I say it's a bit similar because I don't see him covering Bradley Cross as much as, covering Bradley Cross similar to how Usirino doesn't cover Bradley Cross either. So, yeah, the very important thing is going to be the positioning of Mart and Umteto. We still need a disciplined 6. I'm crying out for a disciplined 6. Somebody who's just going to sit in that position, cover the defense, and also not be afraid to play that first pass out. It may even allow Umar to play a better game if you allow him to be an 8, full-on 8, and say, Yazin Mart, you're box to box. Don't worry about covering Abo Frostler here. Let's go out and let you have a bit of freedom in the middle. Let's use that engine that you have in the game. So let's see, 10 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Both teams haven't had stuff really. T says 2 games, Nyana. Sundowns is going through a rough patch. I guess Chiefs is going through a rough road. T, I mean, I don't want to banter, but if you want me to banter, I can banter. I don't want to banter. It's a rough patch. You guys are going to have to see how to get out of this, you know. How does Stellies play? Stellies were losing. Last I checked, the Stellies was losing while I was doing my prep. I can look it up now. Stellies, of course, playing in the CAF Confed Cup. Stellenbosch FC. Yes, the 80th minute, they're losing 1-0 currently. They're 1-0 down. Stade Malien scored in the 15th minute. Chiefs, you need to up the tempo. What I'm seeing that's very interesting is the positioning of Nsundwana. Like I said, plenty of coaches at Richards Bay have ended up making him run up the left-hand side, but you're seeing him play more centrally. And maybe it's an effort to try and recreate maybe the Makubu effect and give those defenders a bit of a tough time, because we know that our defense, Chiefs, has a tough time with positioning themselves in dangerous situations. Maranagu is going to the left. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see, guys. That's what we want to see. Evan, Otieno, what's happening? Otieno goes down. Sundowns fans are worried that Chiefs, they must first. Nagiriken. Spiwe. Ay, ngiyababona bafana bakho man. Le Algeria. Otieno might have pulled something. I won. Okay, interesting. We might see Salim Magula make it in. I'm for next Piwe. Hey, Nyegele. Also, a very interesting team is Richards Bay. Richards Bay coming into the season, there was so much noise, man. There was noise about, yeah, we need to change. We need to change the coach, and we need to bring in more quality. Yeah, we need to do this. Now the sponsors speaking about taking up a 30% ownership stake in Richards Bay. They spoke about it's going to be a new dawn. And no disrespect to Coach Brakis, but Coach Brandon Truter, I don't think is that much of an upgrade from a coach Vusmuzi Vilakazi who managed to save them from relegation. Is there another case of PSL teams making a lot of noise and just not taking the next step, man? You see, look at where Nsundwana is. I really think it's just to give a physical presence to that front attack. I think he's there to bully or try bully Umsimango, not totally, or he's a good aerial threat, and maybe, he can be an aerial threat and maybe find that space. Chiefs defense struggles with the space between right back and center back, left back and left center back. There's a space there that can be exploited. So, like I said, maybe you want to try get the Makubu effect going there and take advantage of those spaces. I don't know how long they're going to be able to play that, because Unsundwana is not necessarily the most disciplined player. So he's gonna want to go to that left-hand side and start making runs. If I was Richards Bay, I would have already started to target Ufrosler, seeing as he's already got a yellow card to his name right there. Tlarebone. It was boardroom noise. And now we will end up stressed like Pep because of these boys. If you cross a ball and Chiva, and you haven't been crossing to Chiva, and you cross a ball for Dupreez, I will be so angry. Take it to the center, boys. Take it to the center. Thank you. Take it to the center. Someone take the shot, boy. Richards Bay, Mangoba, all talk and bark, but no bite. Big dreamers, both of them. Hey, agent. Hey, when I coach Mangoba, man. Ay, la chaisana now. La chaisana. Okay, so Chiefs has been gone for quite a while. The last game that we played really in earnest was the 9th of November with Imakesi. We did win a cup, you know, during the course of the past few weeks. You know, nothing big. Just beating Sundowns in the fight. No, I'm kidding. But in terms of actual games, it's been since the night. Watch that run to the top of the box. Mtetwa. Guys, can I ask? Those who are watching the game with me, I don't. This is what I don't understand. Why are we so intent on having our double pivot go from being double sixes to being double eights? Because if you look at where Mtetwa was coming back from, and if you look at what might happen if we were caught on the break and he's not there to cover that defense, and Mart is also not there, are we not repeating the same thing? And what scares me about this Chiefs team is the same thing that we said here about that was what we said about Uplom. Uplom came back and he's not playing a full six. Right? He's not playing a full six. And it worries me that it seems like this is a coach's instruction. It's a tactical plan that they're doing here with that move. And our defense is just not good enough. Our defense is just not good enough to be left alone. They need bodyguards. It's just that Richards Bay has been a little bit sluggish with their attack, but I don't like this thing. And Lendo Guti, they're trying to make our sixes do this. I say this every week. We're trying to make our sixes do this. They don't have the chemistry to do that. They don't have the chemistry to do that just yet. Guys, I'm just looking for 60,000 likes. And I'm looking for gifts, guys. Kupani Rose, guys, while we're speaking here. And if we can get to 25,000 likes, I will open it up in the second half and everybody will be able to come in and give me a minute of what they're thinking about. If you're watching on YouTube, you have to join me on TikTok, but you have to be following me. And then halftime, like always, I'll send 5 people in, I'll bring 5 people in, and we'll discuss. Then if we can just get to that 25,000, I'll keep it open. Here comes a corner from Kaizer Chiefs. Also, follow if you have not followed. Let's see, I'm wishing our old rivals the best of luck, says Sipo. We are sleeping on Mhlongo Kista. Bong says, so we want to plank Maraka Cup. Marakapu Kikapu, others fail to Eban. Mtetwa's playing good so far. The new coach manual, all double pivots must play as double eights. It's the coach's manual. No, Mara agent, I understand, but sometimes you have to look at your team. Part of what kills Kaizer Chiefs is the cutback. I wonder if Richards Bay can run up the line and cut it back to the top of the box. That's where you can score a lot of your goals. There's 2 ways. There's literally 2 ways to beat Chiefs. It's either you run to the byline, cut it back to P spot, top of the box, somebody comes in and finishes, number 1. Or number 2, you play a ball into a space just in front of the first center back. So if you're on the left-hand side, you play a ball that's just going to go in the space between Kimang, Simango and Dotley. There's a channel there because Dotley obviously doesn't push up to this man because he's marking his own person, and whoever's first post is not aware of what's happening behind them. So we'll see. Where did Mtetwa come from? Stellies. He came from Stellies. Our keepers need to marshal that defense and we'll be fine. Chiefs still singing Bobo Bulega in the Velile. Bescora, man. Bescora, Savalwa. Ever since in Pompi Valwa, man, we've had a tough time. But this team used to run hard. first 25 minutes, you see Kaizer Chiefs running very hard and scoring early and taking care of the job then. And then, you know, tibang towards the end of the game. But I think after Super Sport, hey, we've been struggling, man. I guess they were trying to even it out. Mara, hey, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Remember, even at Bafana, we always cried Debza and the guys injured don't cover. Yeah. Or it's it feels like it's an all or nothing. It's either you have Debza and Mokwena, Debza and Stole, and they are ultra defensive, which means you can't play the ball out and have to play long post to Mahopa. Or people are roaming around the pitch, running all over the place. What happened, man, guys, to giving players responsibilities 1-1? You know, Mtetwa, Salah boy, your job is to build up the ball. We'll give the ball to you. You play the pass. Mart can carry the ball, or whoever's going to play number 10 can get the ball and play that. What happened to doing that? Why are we so intent on higher grade, man? Where's the higher grade? Because this modern football is asking so much of these players. Here we go. Tanko Duba, far post finish. Oh, okay. I've got a sound for that one. Can I Dubaring?
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. I can, he's cooking.
He's cooking. Kaizer Chiefs has scored the first goal of the game. We are 1-0 up versus Richards Bay. One delay Duba scores his first league goal of the season. Let me update the score. Hey, hi man. Oh, what poor marking. Oh, yo, Richards Bay. They were looking for Cross. Cross is going to be a threat on set plays. Oh, very close. Very close. I think that's a VAR offside. I think that's a VAR offside. Your ticket is smiling. Actually, I didn't ask. The people who are betting in the comments.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
The people that are betting, my punters. What is the verdict for this game? Over 2.5, straight win Chiefs. Both teams to score. Tell me how you guys have scored this game on your best slip. Why are people swearing at me in the comments? You guys are new, ne? Welcome. Thank you for the engagement. Okay. Awusibonge. Siyabonga Sphiwe man. Nathi from the other side of Soweto man siyakhona sometimes ukora nathi man. Captain with the assist. Over 1.5 straight Chiefs win, says agent. Chiefs over 2.5 straight win, says Barongwa. Oh, you didn't bet, Tabang. You're moving us in a different direction. I only bet UCL, says Bongs. Draw both teams to score, says Chenko. Umasa. The concierge says 2-1. Both teams to score, straight win, Kosi. Kaizer Chiefs is already benefiting and you're not ashamed. Why must I be ashamed when people are not ashamed themselves?
I benefited and I have no shame.
How? But the pass from Mart, let's give credit. Okay, no, we'll give him credit. Captain, my captain. As it stands, Kaizer Chiefs would go to 6th place. We're still 2 games behind some of the teams. Richards Bay coach is going. If you have noticed the chairman reaction after their game versus Makesi. Maravelile, can we have a real conversation about the way that our teams hire coaches? Can we have man? Because it's their fault that they went out and changed everything, and they didn't do enough work. And then by the time they needed to change Coach Kanu, who couldn't have stayed there after everything has been said, they didn't go out and do proper research. They were just talking. So now you can't blame Coach Brakis, who has to come in and try and do something. Rather keep Coach Vilakazi here. Let him take the team for the next season or the next 6 months or 3 months, because he had started working with this team, turn them around a little bit, and the players maybe were starting to come around to him. But then, Nababo Coach Betu, knowing that the coaches are here, his contract to Coach Brakis is up to the end of the season. What can you do after coming in very last minute Maranabo, there's no forward planning, man. There's no forward planning. Chiefs to score first half and lose the game, says Coley. I took a break today. City ruined my bed slip. These sounds. It's the sounds, guys. We've got them all. We've got them all. Yeah? Put it Tina say leader, guys. Tina say leader. After Mamelodi Sundowns beat us, it's good to take the lead because...
Guys, like, like, I want to say rock. Because being heard, but I'm back.
Being heard after Mamelodi Sundowns, being heard. But now I'm back. Let's see, 24 minutes in. It is 1-0. Kaizer Chiefs is leading. Los says it's going to be a 3-1 win. For Kaizer Chiefs, I'm thinking these owners make decisions with emotions. I don't even think they make decisions with emotions. If you're going to fire somebody, you got to start planning for the firing. So if you're going to fire Coach Truta, Nazo, pace. Dupree's pace is wasted, man. I think we waste Dupree's pace, eh? If we're being honest. Why must we complain but benefiting that other teams did benefit against us? Mina, I don't talk about referees, guys. I don't like talking about referees, to be honest. Here comes Richards Bay looking for an answer. Martina Munna doesn't want us to give him credit. The moment you give Mart credit, he's gonna do something with it. He's gonna do something bad with it. We're rocking, say rocker. Yeah? While you guys were playing these games of yours, you know, we were having sessions where we were sitting down and talking through what it means to be a Kaizer Chiefs player, man. These guys are gonna understand it now. Don't talk us City messing tickets. Barker did the same. Modi is not switched on. He needs a goal to calm his nerves. But Rongwa, can I ask, who's the 10 here? Who's the creative player? That's what I'm not understanding from this game. And maybe Umtu's the one who's been given the freedom to go and do that. Mara, we don't have a 10-10. So I think Dupree's is going to be out of this game. I don't think Dupree's is going to have that much of an impact on this game, if I'm being 100% honest with everybody here. I don't think Modi is going to be that much of a help. Nah, he's been out for a very long time. But we are winning. Hey, let me not go down a different road. Who scored? It was Uduba who scored. Uduba scored the goals. It's the fans' curse on Mart. Yeah, it's the fans' curse. Hey, let me not curse him. In fact, I think I need to fix it. Hey, man. I think that's enough to turn the curse over. Okay, let's see. 27 minutes in, here comes Chiefs. Richards Bay's defense is all over the place. Hey man, Richards Bay's defense is all over the place. Like, they all go back. And there's a space right there in front. If Abomodi can just calm down, Nabomdu can just calm down. Oh, thank him, Teta. Thank him, Teta. This is what we've wanted from Teta. And I know it's a basic thing. I understand you guys will say to me, Mara George, then pass it into midfield is not a tough thing to do, versus especially this Richards Bay team that is all over the place. But how long have we been crying out for a player that can get the ball from the defense, turn around, and play a simple pass into midfield? Just a simple pass that you don't need too much on it. So so far it's unclear who's 10. I think Umtu. I think Umtu's been given the role today. Ausintabi, Ralida Ausintabi. Tetwa's better today, says MK. Maybe that's what we wanted. Hey man. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go, man. Tetwa. I'm liking this play, man. Stelly just broke my heart. Did they lose? Did they eventually lose the 1-0? Oh, 2-0. Oh, Nkosi yami. Oh, Nkosi yami, Stelly. The man sintembe gangaga. Nyambo says back. He's playing more like Mukocho football. Yeah, simple, guys. That's all I want. Simple. Tetwa Makaula, who's better? I think they do two different jobs as to what we're seeing here. It's two different jobs. But I'd have to say Makaula, simply because Makaula has been playing a lot more. And Umtetwa hadn't looked like himself for a very long time. Whether it's the player or whether it's the tactics of it all, he just didn't look like himself. So I'd say Makaula. I have to say Makaula. I don't want to be unfair. 2-0 loss to Stellenbosch. I feel like the CAF confed must be studied, guys. Amos Kukune go there and they struggle. Our Supersport have struggled for years. I know we had the flash in the pan, but for the most part, Richards Bay doesn't have structure. There's too many spaces. So it feels like Richards Bay is playing defensive 6, front 4, nobody in the middle. So Route 1 Sundowns, who's been winning first balls or trying to win first balls or trying to hold up the ball, but the moment they lose it, that gap between the defense and that space in the midfield, it makes it seem like Chiefs Chima. Like it's like by Chima, like, you know, and maybe Chiefs need to up the tempo a little bit for us to see something. Mara Richards Bay, nah, I don't know. Hey, Zanele, welcome. Kaizer Chiefs are really watching a Sundowns video. Go! Ooh, cross to the other side. Msibango almost headering it in. I like this, but I can't tell if Chiefs is better. Well, let me be fair. You play who you play. Chiefs is looking a little bit better, but Richards Bay is out of this game, eh? There's nothing happening there. My predictions, 2-0 Chiefs. Mara, why don't you play crosses when Chivavairo is on the pitch? This is a Chivavairo type game. This one. It would have been great with Castillo. Do you understand the aerial threat that Chiefs have if you have Castillo, Cross, and Chiva on the pitch at the same time? Mina, Utiyo, I don't know if Utiyo's here, but Mina, I've always said that I dream of a Chiefs that has a bomb squad in the last 15 minutes where you allow Frostler to just pepper balls into the box and you just let Castillo make his late runs into the box. You let Chiva, maybe Kuruza, some defenders there. Like, you just play that, you know, that type of football. Go to back three. Let Cross push up as well because Cross is very open. But let's see. The pitch that Stellenbosch was playing in was nonsense. It's Africa, guys. We're going to see a lot of weird pitches. But I don't want to make it too much about the pitches, to be honest with you. If I'm being 100% honest, because we also don't have the best of pitches. Like Buffalo City, on a good day, he looks different, man. Buffalo City. Dubai is better, says Kingsman. And Jonas Funny Kingsman, I think Dubai is better because Richards Bay is not forcing him to defend. So I think Dubai looks better because Frostler doesn't have the same amount of work. If you look at what teams normally do to Kaizer Chiefs, they try overload one of the left or right back. So they will, the way that they were playing it, for example, was that Frostler would be marking 2 people. They'd commit 2 people. And what would happen is that Frostler would have to choose between going out and meeting the danger closer to the halfway line. And that would drag out to Miguel, for example. But because we usually have that within a counterattack, what happens is that you don't have enough time to have Miguel get into space, but then you also don't have enough time for Uduba to come back. So Uduba found himself chasing the game a lot. I think in this game today, he's being allowed to play a purer wing. if that makes sense. He's not necessarily doing that much defensive work, and that's also down to Richards Bay. So if Richards Bay want to beat Chiefs, have Nsundwana and is it Mhlongo? Have Nsundwana and Mhlongo sort of go out to the right-hand side and force Msimango to have to go out wide. We'll see how good of a cover Mtetwa and Mart are in this game, but you have to pull one of the center-backs out, pull back on a counter-attack, pull it back to the top of the box, boom, goal. That's how you go at Chiefs. But if you allow them to play and you sit back a little bit too deep like what they're doing here, then you don't put enough pressure on the front players. The key to beating Chiefs is the front players, because those four guys usually don't come back. And the defense is, oh, goal. Oh, crossy. Cross. Cross.
What bafana, man. Oh, what?
What was that? Yeah, it's like a training session. They brought nothing to this match. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to magesi us and they'll come up in the last 20 minutes. Mara, so far we haven't seen anything. So as Chiefs, how did we win the CAF Champions, blah, 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 and fail in the CCL in 2021? Wasn't it a different format? If I'm not mistaken, the trophy that we won was not a CAF CC that had group stages. It was a Cup Winners' Cup. I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. 2021, Ashem, you don't bring in a coach very last minute. Baxter shouldn't have coached that final, if we're being honest. I think right back is sitting too much. This feels like sort of practice. Yeah, they're not under pressure. We're not under pressure. Ochi, can you see the element of surprise if Chiefs has on the bench? So, well, let me see. Cirino can come in and maybe change the way that the game is played. So maybe we'll get to 55 minutes, 55, 60 minutes. And I think Richards Bay might decide that they need to go and get an equalizing goal. And if they do try to do that, that's when you bring in a Cirino and you counter-attack them, essentially. You counter-attack them. Why doesn't Figueiredo start? Can somebody tell me why Figueiredo doesn't play? I'm looking at him now warming up on the side. I think Figueiredo would be incredible in this game. Him and Tsundwana could make a lot of problems for Chiefs up front. What is it about Figueiredo that they don't want to play him? I don't get it. I don't get it, honestly. Why is Barcelona wearing gold and black tonight? Hey, Barcelona stole Chiefs' kit the last time Chiefs' kit design. Hey, Chiefs were so angry with Nike. They were so angry with Nike. That anniversary version of the kit that Chiefs that designed, and then apparently Nike gave it to other teams, and they were furious, the Chiefs, allegedly. A game of two halves. The second half will determine the rich boys. Yeah, I think I'm scared of that. If we don't take advantage of how they're playing now, I'm a bit worried about what's going to happen in the second half. Richards Bay playing 5-4-1, no wingers, and their fullbacks are pinned at the back. But that's why I'm like, what's the point then? Because to be fair, they've changed up the way that they play. They really do want to Mahupa Unsundwana. They want to make Mahupa Unsundwana. I can't show you the game, guys. Copyright. Cross should have scored how? Antuli Pitala. Why are you giving out the memo? I am a lover of football, man. How? These teams analyze all week. They have to have the memo already. We're coming up to halftime. Remember, 5 people will be given the chance to jump in at halftime. And if we can get to 25,000 likes, then in the second half, I'll keep multi-guest open and you'll be able to jump in and give me a minute or two about what you're thinking about the game. So tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Cross is a... It's P. I see another sales in Cross. Why do most teams love defending against us so much? Are they scared of us? I think it's I don't blame them. Naby's Chiefs looks great. in pound for pound settings with teams that aren't very good. You can go pound for pound and do those type of things. You open up spaces. Modi is a completely different player if Richards Bay was attacking. So I think that's what they're looking out for. Especially since, man, earlier in the season, we were doing very well. I mean, we were scoring goals over and over and over again. So maybe there's a bit of caution on that side. And also, you don't want to get caught out by Udupriz, man. Udupriz, Uduba, Ushabalala on a counter-attack. You don't want to see that. Let's hope we're not going to regret these chances we're missing. Chiefs just thought, yeah, Malume Kutso. It was rebranded to CCC, but it wasn't a full tournament. I just have to make sure. Duba scored. Duba's doing well today. I'm enjoying the way Mteto is playing today, keeping it simple. That's all we've asked for. For me, or at least people who watch the show, you know what I've said about E6. Mina, I want my 6 to be boring, man. Your only job, prepa chiga pasa, pambil. That's all you need to do. I don't need you to be a libero. I don't need you to be, multifaceted, what. Just do a traditional 6 to allow your 8 to have freedom and your 10 to have the 8 to be support. Even down to the basics of, I just need my 6 to stand in front of the defense. And we're under pressure. Just stand in front of the defense. Chill. As long as you value space and you're forcing people to go wide, I'm fine. Look at Imakesi when they played the Sundowns. It wasn't because they were playing such incredible, intuitive football with modern principles and all that. No, it was just, guys, force them wide. You know, Unteki last year when he did well versus Mamelodi Sundowns, in those games he played versus Sundowns, that's all he did. You have your back 4, then have one of your 6s assisting on the side. So if Sundowns was attacking on the left-hand side, they just send Stebe to the left side to go try trap the player that side. You know, sometimes that's all you need to do. You don't need to be fancy all the time. You know, Makesi, I think, showed us that you don't need to be fancy. Yes, people are saying there's luck and all of that stuff, but honestly, sometimes we overrate, man. Hey, listen to Zama modern football. We're playing well, but let's just put the ball in the net. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of the second half because of that. Guys, Mteto's keeping it simple, fantastic play. Why Prakis didn't start the former Kaizer Chiefs players? I wonder what it would have looked like, because Ustebe, in as much as we don't rate him highly, he's got an engine. And maybe Umteto is under a little bit more pressure if Ustebe is on, simply from the point of view that that boy doesn't quit. He doesn't quit. He plays. He doesn't quit. You say that, but then people call Gavin Hunt outdated. Look, results are the results. I think the problem is that people are coaching towards what they've seen on TV instead of coaching towards their team. You can ask, let's say Peterson. You can ask Peterson to play the ball out from the back as much as you want. He's not going to be Ronwen Williams. As much as you want him to do all of those fancy things, he's not going to be Ronwen Williams. What Mackenzie did was like, Chip said, we don't need you to play the ball with your feet, bro. We don't need you to do all of those things. All I want from you is just be the keeper that you are, because we trust you in those situations. No need to go and do all of these fancy things. Right, guys, Nati, it's Tandi FIFA, man. Some teams can do it, and the people that we're copying have reasons for why they're doing what they're doing. They have the personnel to do what they're doing. Don't complicate things, you know? Shaba today is in the game. Mart looks confused. My confused player is Dupreez. We still don't know how to use Dupreez. I feel like Dupreez needs a sort of game. He needs a sort of game model of similar to a Reyners. You see how Reyners is being played at Sundowns, or how Reyners was playing at Stellenbosch. Two-man counter, You use your pace, you go through. The best use for me of Utu was the Cape Town City game. There was the Cape Town City game we played in Cape Town. And they were playing these through balls. I think he scored in that game, if I'm not mistaken. They were playing through balls into the back for him to outpace the defenders. There was a point here where a defender was even leading him and he got to the ball before him. So in a situation like this free kick here, win the ball back, play it out as quickly as possible. But if you hold the ball, Dupreez is going to be gone. Now I want my goalkeeper to protect first and foremost. Ball playing comes way later. Heban Natsepo, really? You're going to jump in somebody's live and not say hello and advertise? Heban, at least say hi. Worst kept secret. Rakis is already sacked, so this team probably isn't his selection. And I'm going to ask again, do our coaches take themselves seriously? Because Coach Brakis' agent was asked, you've only got a season contract. And we already know what type of dizzy requirements Richards Bay had from the whole fiasco with Coach Vusmuzi Vilakazi, right? We won 15 points from 8 games or something crazy like that. Do our coaches take themselves seriously? Because Braki is going to be fired, let's say, and then somebody else is going to step in and take the job. I probably see, I don't know, Coach Pound for Pound making his way to Richards Bay. So I don't think our coaches take themselves seriously as well. Dupreez Nangabo confidence. That's true. Dupreez needs a Bongani Zungu. Yeah, you just need somebody who's willing to play the pass. Sereno can also do it. I'd have loved to see a Sereno with Dupreez in front of him instead of a Chiva at times, you know? It's a quick paycheck OT. Hey, I guess. Who is pound for pound? It's Coach Mamila. But Dupreez's runs are questionable. Kumgari, it's where the runs are starting. That's the problem. My problem with Dupreez is you are fast, but you'll never be faster than a defender that is sitting 10 meters in front of you or 5 meters in front of you. So if you watch him, he starts his run from the halfway line and he has to run and get to the defender and run past them in order to score. You know what he reminds me of? Arsenal fans. He reminds me of Theo Walcott. How Theo Walcott runs. We'd always say, guys, Theo, stand on the line with the center backs or the back line so that when we get the ball, boom, we go. We play the ball over, you go. Mara, he starts playing winger and then he's defending the back and doing all of those things. You know, I don't know, man. Aye, agent. The worst thing that could have happened to Richards Bay is them being third in December last season. I win. Expectation way too high. The unemployment makes it difficult for coaches to have a leg to stand on. I agree, but then also, if you allow yourself to be played as a fool, they're going to carry on playing you as a fool. So you're going to carry on being the, the coach, the coach that we call when we fire the coach and we're looking for the new guy. That's going to be your role. Think about 10-10s. I always use 10-10s as my example. But anyway, guys, it is halftime. Feel free to request and jump in. I'm going to let in 5 people. If we can get to 25K, then I'll open it up. Agent, I don't know the song, man. I know the meme. What? Welcome to the show, my brother. How are you? I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I mean, we're not, Chiefs is not lighting anybody on fire and doing crazy things. But, man, we haven't looked bad. How do you feel about this game, Zot?
That's okay performance. Before I start with talk about the performance, back to these South African coaches here, man. You know, one thing I think about our owners, the way they treat the South African black coaches will not be the same way they treat any of these white coaches or the international coaches, you know? Because I think a viewer mentioned here that maybe unemployment is a big deal that affects them not having a backbone or able to stand, because now if these owners can come and set their own team, they tell you, you play this guy, you have no choice, or you have no opinion as a coach, because if you don't listen to whatever they say, they fire you. So if that problem is not solved with the South African owners and the way they run their clubs, I don't think any of this will change, you know.
Don't sign the contract. I always say don't sign the contract. Do you know why Dylan Shepherd is still at Kaizer Chiefs? In a diminished role. Contract. My problem is that, Joguti, now you're signing a season-long contract that allows these guys to get away with getting rid of you at the end of the season very easily. But Zwat, before we go too far, we'll make it a topic for the show. Tell me about this Chiefs and Richard's Bay performance.
A way better Chiefs in terms of that midfield. I think Tetra is a player we needed in that midfield in terms of the holding six, where we were not having a more defensive option with Zwane and Mart, or Zwane and Blom playing there. So I think a very good game where we are given space. Richards Bay is allowing us to play, but we are not taking those opportunities and making them meaningful. In terms of whenever we have the ball, they're just playing. Yes, the ball is going forward. I think I've counted about 15 times we've went forward and nothing has happened.
Yeah.
You know, I think we need maybe a Sereno in the second half we need a ball player who's going to come and make those decisions that need to be made. Because yes, Pule Modi, Shabalala, they are trying to play that 10 role, but it's not working there. And then Dupreez, Dupreez needs somebody who's gonna give him the ball, because what he's doing now, he's coming back to collect the ball, and when he goes forward, I don't think he's a player who's able to hold the ball and be able to move going forward with it. Just give him the ball and allow him to run, and solid at the back, man. I think we can win this game.
I'm gonna come back. Let me go to CJ. CJ.
Mr. OT.
This should be 3-0, CJ, man. When people open up, you must kill.
I think it should have been 3-0. Cross could have done better. I think Simango could have played that ball back to Dotley and it could have been a goal. I think that final decision in the final third, I think the combination between, I don't think Uchabalala and Dupreez are on the same page. I think you can see that they haven't played together. I don't know whether they do play together in training or not, but it seems like the other one doesn't know how the other one moves. Yeah. They could have had a nice 1-2 pass in the 6-yard that could have been a goal. I'm noticing maybe it's this. It comes with UEFA Pro license. This thing that your right backs are now moving inside. We saw it with Hugo Boss when he plays the Sundowns right back, and then Mokwena. You could see sometimes Motaung drifts inside, and we didn't understand why is Motaung. Now I'm watching it with Reeve. Now you find Reeve inside the what do you call this, inside the park, rather than riding out wide and crossing balls in. Maybe it comes with a coach that has a UEFA Pro A license. But I like what I'm seeing with Mart. I like the comfortability of Mart on the ball. It's been a long time since we've seen this side of Mart, and I think now it goes back to what we've always been saying. Mart is more of an 8 than a 6. But I like that he's playing on the left hand side. I think he's more effective than when he's playing on the right hand side as well. I think Cross, shame. Yeah, if he doesn't pull up his socks, it's not gonna be another make sure.
Yeah. CJ, can I ask you an unfair question? Yeah. Is Chiefs good, or is Richards Bay just that bad?
I think Richards Bay is not firing with all cylinders, to be honest. I think they're not firing with all cylinders, and I like the fact that to Patrice with those runs, the back two are quite mindful of marking loosely, so they are worried about him. So it creates a huge pocket for Mart to do those two touches, and Reeve also to draft in and play in that centralish part. If you see when Mart crossed the ball, that tells you already that there's a huge triangle that is created because of that.
Okay.
And Martin, I must give him Tetwa. He stopped that nonsense that he was doing last year of passing the ball carelessly and losing the ball. He's accurate with his passes as well, which is a huge improvement on his game as well.
Let me ask the comments before I go to Papa Tseho. Guys, is Chiefs better or is Richard Bay just playing super badly or super conservatively and giving us space? Please let me know there in the comments. Let me go to Papa Tseho. Papa Tseho, 1-0, Papa Tseho. O bona jwang man?
OT, evening OT. You know, first and foremost, Mtetwa, I'm impressed. You know, Mtetwa last season, he was holding the ball too much, playing backwards. The passes were not accurate, but today he's going forward, my brother. Like, his passes are accurate. He has made 3 nice and clean tackles. Like, he was not panicking. You could see, and he won them fairly. He won all those 3 tackles fairly. So I'm impressed. I mean, if you can't beat them, you have to join them. So I think he was on the list of the people that were supposed to leave. But now he had to change his way of playing. I mean, I'm not surprised he's in the squad today. And then, Chiefs is playing good, but good is not enough. They need to be more aggressive. I mean, but also I could understand because of these people. I think like about 3 or 4 players. Like, I mean, it's Simango, Mtetwa. Who else? I think the other 2, man. They are
Modi.
There are about 4. Apart from the goalkeeper that are not used to be like in the starting lineup. So I cannot be too hard on them, I mean, with this kind of performance. But as long as we are winning, you know, we can still build. As long as we are getting the 3 points, I don't have a problem with that, because of we still need to give them like more game times for them to gel, as provided we are collecting those 3 points. But we are still having the same problem, like especially when they are like forward. No one wants to take that chance, like that chance and say, okay, let me shoot from like in the 18 area. Let me shoot to the keeper and all those things. They don't want to take that responsibility. I think that's our problem with Chiefs. We like to play that nice football. Nice is not enough. We need to be aggressive.
Let me bring in Usiso. Siso, welcome to the show. How are you? For time's sake, hurry, Papa Tseho. Siso,
Sharp, Mr. OT.
tell me about this game, man. 1-0, Kaizer Chiefs, Richards Bay, halftime.
1-0 to Kaizer Chiefs. I wouldn't say that Kaizer Chiefs is doing good. I would say that their hungry players are doing good. I think I see about 4 players that are consistent starters in the team. I'll start from the back, Mr. OT. Brendan Preston, I'm very impressed. Competition's going to be very intense with him and Dwari now. I mean, you're looking at a goalkeeper who's not very consistent in terms of performance.
Yeah.
But you're looking at another keeper also who's not showing up and is actually kind of confident, you know. So interesting competition there. You go to the right back, Frostler, come on, Standard has always been there. I'm very worried about the yellow card though, but we've got Solomons also. Talking about Solomons also, you look at Kaizer Chiefs, something that I complained about regarding Sundowns a few days ago, the element of surprise. Look at the bench, vilakazi, who else? You can name them, all of them. The element of surprise on the Chiefs bench, guys. I don't know if you've noticed it, hey? And then you also go to the competition. I'm impressed with the balance between Dotley and Simango. It was stressing me before the game because You look at one, he's more of a ball player, like a full-time ball player, someone that would fit well in the structure of Sundowns, that is totally. Then you look at him, Simango, not very much of a ball player, but he's capable of doing it, you understand? Just a nice, good hard worker. But the balance is actually so good. So I'm interested with the competition between Miguel and also Simango. You look at Oxim Ted, oh my goodness, that's great, guys. I love it. The hard work is something else. I compliment the guy. One thing that I'm interested in knowing is Yusuf Mart. I want to know what instructions he got from the coach. Yes, okay, I heard he's playing as an 8 from the other guys. I can see he's playing as an 8, okay. But the instructions that he got, that's not the first time Mart played in that role, and that's the first time I see him playing like that. Then lastly also, I'm complimenting Kaizer Chiefs for their attacking patterns. They are not attacking the same way, but they need the final touch.
Yeah.
I love it. They're coming in right and left, center. They're trying window passes. They are staying deep, playing the balls over. They are attacking in different ways. So compliment to Kaizer Chiefs, and not good yet. Just Richards Bay laid back. They must be very confident in the second half and mustn't stop attacking.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I could just steal some time. Let me go to Agent. Agent, welcome to the show, my brother.
Yes, good evening, man. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm good. It's an okay performance. How do you feel about this game?
First things first, Mangoba must go. I think
Hashtag Mangoba out.
Hashtag Mangoba out. But I think, let me start with the negatives, because I think there's been more positive than negatives, I think when I saw the lineup, I expected bit more pace, so I haven't seen enough pace that I thought I would see, the intensity also, I thought Modi, Duba, Dupreez are going to be, spitfires, but I haven't seen much of that, and I think sometimes I always hear from our players that coaches used to tell them that
Hey, sorry about that. No, it's TikTok telling me that I'm inactive. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, no. Yeah, I always hear from our coaches that sometimes coaches will give you videos of or people that you need to watch to improve a game. So I think Odu needs to watch Mbappe more. I think if you can watch Mbappe more, he can be one of the best players, because I think he plays like Mbappe. So I think that's something about him, and I think maybe bring in a Sereno, maybe that would help with intensity. And vilakazi also. And I know Chiefs fans are not gonna like this, but even a Chivaviro, because I think this is a Ranga game, that I think that intensity can also help, and I don't want to say it's a case of just being bad. I think it's case of just being good, I don't think they've been okay. I think they've been good, compared to what we've been seeing, and again, for me, it's interesting in the grand scheme of things that I know American coaches, they like going out wide and crossing the ball. So is this a new strategy? Is he being adaptable? Or is just a manner, guys, let's get the results for now and then come back to the system? So I think those are the main questions for me. And then on the Richards Bay side, I've always complained about Richards Bay that they have too many rigid players. Like, these players are people that are supposed to be working in mines, man. Their body structure, their movement, their everything, they are slow, rigid, and everything, So I've always complained about them. You can't have so many rigid players in the team, Hence, I would have thought that a player like Sitebe could come in and play, and you mentioned Justice Figueiredo also. I feel like he could play also, just to reduce the rigidity of the team, So I think Brennan Truter is continuing where I complained about Kushkano. It was the same thing, At least with Kushkano, you could explain them to that strength and the way defending, So I could understand that. So yeah, but otherwise, a good game from Chiefs, and my take it as smiling, and hashtag Mangoba must go. Yeah.
Yay. I just want to go very quickly. Sinje, what must happen in the second half? How do you see the second half playing out, and what must the two teams do in order to win this game in your assessment?
I would, I don't want to see a Sarinho in this match, because we already know what is capable of doing. I'd rather check if I can put in I want to see Christian Saile again. I think we've a little bit been unfair. He's a soldier. I think I want to see more of him so that when games come, we need him is firing on with all cylinders. I'll take out Martin. I'll put in a Zwane again just to ensure that when he's needed, he's also firing on cylinders. I'll take out a Cross and I'll give him Mashiane as well. And I'll bring in a Vilakazi as well, just to give them a little bit of confident booster. Hey, I did not know that when electricity strike you, people can go, must go.
Mara, you just had to take the time, Mara, speech. Sabaya, let me go to Papa Sego. Papa Sego, what must happen for these two teams if either one wants to win? What must they change and play?
I think when it comes to the subs, I don't think they should change much. I mean, I'm referring to Chiefs, but they should be more aggressive in front. Okay. Like they should be more aggressive. Their final third, I think, for me, is the problem. And if they can score a second goal, just to stabilize things, then they can also introduce the other guys that didn't get enough game time. I mean, we should use this game to test other people. I mean, other players, their strength. I mean, I agree with Sinja when he said we shouldn't play Sereno. We shouldn't play also the other guys that are getting game times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we need to introduce more of the people that didn't get enough game time.
Okay. Score prediction, Papa Sego.
I see a 2-0.
Okay. Let me go to Usiso. Usiso, win this game for me on both sides. How do these teams win the game in the second half?
Sure, Mr. Oti. I think when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs' side, I think they need a player most likely like Saile. You know, I think we'll bring him in for Duba, I would say, for that aggression up front to take on players, and then also he gives players that less job whereby you'll find out that with his aggression, all players are left to do is just tap the ball into the goalpost, whereby Duba is supplying the ball, then the player has to skill and then shoot, you know, or still has to have a good touch. So I think we just need someone like Saile up front, and then the coach can just make his changes that he thinks are necessary in the 18.
Oh no, red card.
For who?
Frosler.
Second
yellow.
I said it, you remember? I said it. I'm very concerned about that guy. I said it. I said it, Mr. OT. But no problem. Okay, when it comes to Richards Bay side, I think this is their chance to bring in more attacking players. You know, they just need to bring in attacking players and not settle back. I'm very concerned of why they're settling back, because they are playing against a B side of Kaizer Chiefs, if you think about it in a way. You know, these are players that are fighting for their starting spot in the team.
Yeah.
So I would say Richards Bay, they must bring on a bit more attacking players and stop settling back. And with Kaizer Chiefs, bring on a Sahile. I don't know now the red card how they're going to plan, because they're going to be playing defensive because they're scared.
Right, okay. Agent, red card again.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a red card, to be fair with you. I don't think it's a yellow card to begin with, because the player is sleeping and he was going for the ball, and it just so happens that he was falling down, you know, so he catches his head, you know. It's not like the foot is high, you know, so I don't think this yellow card. So I think this is a very, very wrong decision. Let me start by saying that. But let me start by, again, going back to the game and say, you can see that it's a Chiefs thing, Shem, and I don't blame them. It's 10 years, Shem, of playing Kufa Cup, Makufe, Kings Cup, Komboti Cup, and everything like that. And, you know, so I understand that you don't understand that these games of consequences, they want to be experimenting and doing all those things, seeing players in this kind of game. You had the whole month of friendlies. What more do you want to attempt? You need 3 points here, you know. And Manju Chiefs is playing in a relegation zone, eh? So they need to be staying away from relegation zone. So you don't have time to be experimenting, you know. And like you said, the honeymoon is over for coach. Yeah. So now, excuse me. I think now, for me, like I said, I think it changes my analysis because of the red card, firstly. Because now I think you're going to need a work rate. You can't bring in a Sereno because a Sereno is a -1 player and already a -1 when it comes to defending, you know. So I think maybe I would bring in a Vilakazi for Umodi because I think he has that eye for a pass. And
Well, they just took Modi off for Solomon's.
For Solomon's, yeah, it's still okay, you know, tightening up at the back, you know, I think that means change of shape, you know. Then, yeah, I think then it means if you're closing at the back with those Solomons, then it means you take out Duba for Sereno so that you can have that extra creativity because I think Mteto and Marit can do the donkey work if you can do it that way and do two positions at the same time. But again, if I assume the team is going to come out, and if the team is coming out and is coming to attack you, and you have a pacey player like Dupreez, you're going to have that. You're going to need a player who has an eye for finding him, and that player is Sereno. You know, so I think I would bring out Duba, bring Sereno in so that he can find Dupreez, and I still think Chiefs should win 2-0, 3-0 from a counter because, like I said, this team is too rigid. I don't even think the advantage will count because where's the threat coming from? Because Ndunzana is the one player that could provide the threat, but he's a salesman also. You know, he's dropping deep, and so yeah, I think 2-0, 3-0 Chiefs.
No, Agent, thank you so much, guys. 25K, and I keep it open, and everybody, the people in the queue, will be able to get their minute in. Okay. Let's start with the situation after a red card. I think this actually suits Dupreez more than anything. I think that Chiefs should go into maybe a more defensive shell, 6 players maybe back, and then try hit on the counter. And I believe that if you can use Dupreez's pace properly, you can get something from this game. Now. Dupreez in the first half, I feel he hasn't been used to his strengths. Kaizer Chiefs fails to use him to his strengths and use that pace. Like Agent said, starting off this game, when you saw the starting lineup, you were expecting them to be a hard-running Chiefs that's going to go at the Richards Bay team as much as possible. You have Umdu, who has shown incredible energy running into the game. You have, who got a yellow card now? I was about to say, we've got Ushabalala, who's been incredible. You've got Modi, you've got Uduba, you've got Dupreez. So you've got a threat of Dupreez running past those two guys, but also you have Modi who likes to cut inside, and you have Umdu, right? So you would have expected a little bit of pace from this game. My issue with Kaizer Chiefs in the first half is that, guys, if the other team is not organized and they're letting you play, you have to take advantage. I think a lot of these players used this part of the game as them trying to, gain confidence, get more touches, do those things, instead of going out and killing this team. We have 7 points in the league as it stands. We'll be going to 10, but we have 7 points in the league right now. So expecting something. And a clear highlight here is that I think the Chiefs doesn't have a brain. And as much as Shabalala has a lot of energy and he's got youth and he's running and he's doing all that stuff, you need somebody who can trap the ball and say, okay, what are my options? Modi likes to cut in and shoot. Dubai likes to run in from the side. Ashley Dupreez likes to look for the space behind the ball. Du can make fake runs in order to free me up to shoot. You need a thinker there, and maybe that's the thing. When you go to Richards Bay, I don't understand the Richards Bay, and I've not understood the Richards Bay for the past 2 seasons. You have Amo Figueiredo, where you can have a 2-man, very strong attack with him and Ntsundwana. Very physical. You can take defenders on with those two. You don't even need to commit a third player there. All right? So why put Figueiredo on the bench every single time in order to favor a defensive setup? Number one. Right? Number two, you can see that in that midfield, Chiefs is having all of the time in the world, especially from a 6 where they've struggled from pressure with other teams. Why put Sitebe on the bench? Because this Tebe has the type of engine to chase people around. That's all you need him to do, to make it tough for the 6 to play the ball out or for the defense with a proper press. If you were to press that team with Figueiredo and Ntsundwana and Tebe following up, I think you could do a lot, and we'll see now when Usteb has come onto the pitch and those players are now playing, something might change there. But there's this defensive focus that Richards Bay has, where you go, Marakai, you are inviting so much pressure on yourselves. Not to mention, season number 3, I guess, or 2, that we are asking, why is Nsunda not playing as a left wing? I don't understand it. His best moments, even under Coach Kanu, when he was playing central and he was scoring from central areas. But if you now having him go to the side, and when he wins the ball and beats the defender, where to from there? I'll never understand that. And they keep letting him play that position. Now, does the game change a lot with this red card? I don't know. I don't know that Richards Bay has it in them to go at Chiefs. Maybe they can get a lucky goal, 1 or 2 on a counter type of thing. But now that Chiefs has made the defensive change, I don't know what Richards Bay is going to look at here. I still believe that come 65th, 75th, 65th, 70th minute, we have Usaile and Uzokoro Usaile in this game. Should Richards Bay decide that they want to go forward. But here we go. Guys, 25K. I open it and you can also jump in. I see Mr. Manq, Wahib, we have Brampo in the comments. If we can get to 25K likes, then I will open it up and you can jump in and we can have a conversation. But for now, it is the 56th minute. Kaizer Chiefs is leading through a Duba goal from the first half. I believe it was the 15th minute. And yeah, it's been like that for the rest of the game. We're probably going to see a lot of subs now. If you want to know exactly what the time is, add 45 to whatever my timer is saying. So you see now it says 12 minutes, add 45, and you've got the 57 that it is right now. Bongani says, Richards Bay doesn't have it in them to come at us, even with the red card. Look, they only really need 10 minutes, if we're being honest. They just need 10 minutes of being dangerous for them to actually get something from the game. I do think Figueiredo's movement is going to change things for them up front. Oh, I'm starting to see the signs. Solomons is getting overloaded. That's bringing Msimango out of the center. And if you know anything about Msimango, when Msimango moves from the center to go cover, there's an issue. Cross is often too far on the left-hand side instead of coming more compact inside. And then Utotli decision-making when under pressure like that becomes an issue. Yellow card. Msimango, Mtetwa. Oh, here comes the signs. Overload the side. Richards Bay, overload the side. That was the professional foul there. Uncalled for, but Truta must be brave now and go with a 3-5-1-1 to cover the spaces out wide. No, I will not show you the game. Copyright stops me from doing that. Oh, we've crossed. Okay, let me open up. I can see Richards Bay coming out from 70th minute, all fighting. Look, they've got added movement now with Figueiredo coming into the game. So I foresee the defense having a little bit more of a tough time in the second half. Will it mean that? Does it mean that they're going to score? I don't know. Wahib, welcome to the show, my brother.
Gentlemen.
Wahib, what are you seeing from this game?
I'm seeing a very scared Richards Bay team and a risky Kaizer Chiefs team. They're willing to risk. I don't know how they get that red card so early in the second half. It's concentration. The manager should have taken him off at halftime, and fresh leg should have been the best approach.
Yeah.
For me, if Richards Bay are brave enough, they have to attack with 3 players and not 2. They have to attack with 3 players, man to man, on the attack and start fighting for each ball. I can see Chiefs are becoming shaky because they know they are man down.
Yeah.
So let's hope, and the equalizer is very rare.
Hey, viewer, please mute your viewer. Wahib, just finish off there.
I'm just hoping Richards Bay can give a fight for this one man down. I hope they can give a fight because Kaizer Chiefs is a man down, and if you want to prove yourself, and you know, with the man down of the opposition team, you have to go all guns blazing.
Wahib, can I ask you? It looks like Chiefs is starting to shake and they're starting to do their old mistakes. Does Chiefs have it in them to play a game with 10 men but still be dangerous and score?
With the type of players that Chiefs have, they can do it if they make the right subs. You have the Serenos on the bench that can change a game, and you do have Chief Viro that can come on and attack. So there is danger from the bench. It's just down to the mentality of the players keeping the lead for the subs that come on and just to improve the scoreline.
Okay, no, Wahib, thank you so much, guys. Feel free to jump in, but you have to be following me. Okay, this is my read. First off, Richards Bay wasn't necessarily there and structured. So that meant Kaizer Chiefs had a lot of time to play the ball and, build up and look good. And Mteto was passing the ball up and they were making runs. They looked good. Completely different situation. Completely different situation when we look at it and we say Richards Bay is now going to be pressing them. And in the press, I would love to see something like I don't know, kind of Mahrez and Vardy type of situation between Serino and Dupreez. So stay in your defensive shape, win the ball back, hit them on the counter, score that way. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. What Richards Bay has done well so far in the past few minutes is that they are overloading a side and dragging defenders out. That dragging is going to allow Figueiredo some space that maybe he wouldn't have gotten, that Richards Bay maybe wouldn't have gotten without him on the pitch. Papa Tsigo, tell me about this game. Red card, we are now under pressure. Can we hold on?
Yeah, I think we should hold on to these 3 points because of our guys are starting to panic.
Yeah.
First, that was not the red card. I don't want to lie. That was not the red card.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy was falling already, and then obviously when you are in motion, your feet are about to make a little bit of a jump. So it was not deliberate. That guy was falling already. Unfortunately, Costa was in the wrong place.
Mutabongs.
But we are panicking. I don't know why we are panicking. We can easily win this game. I mean, we've won many games under pressure with one man down. But I don't know why we are starting to panic. I mean, I saw Peterson was delaying the ball because of I think he wanted the technical team to give a clear instruction to their players because I think they lost a bit of concentration there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we can win it. I don't know. It's just about the mindset, the change of mindset. I think we can win it.
So then, what changes would you make now, or if there's a change? How would you structure us? How do you structure Kaizer Chiefs in order to be able to hold on to this lead and maybe extend it now with 10 men and all of that?
You need to put someone that is more aggressive. I'm not a fan of Saile, but I think game like this, Saile is needed because of Saile reminds me of Hadebe. I mean, he will run. He's got the stamina. He will run, and you need that must be a red card with a hand, like it is a yellow card. I mean, he's doing Maradona thing. So yeah. Like seriously, you need someone like Saile. Saile, he will try because of this is the kind of games that he will want to prove himself. He will push forward. So you need someone that is more aggressive. I think our players, they are afraid to be aggressive, like to like the one-on-ones. They have, I don't know, they pass too much at the final third. I don't know why they are doing that. We need someone like that guy of yesterday from Pirate, who's that Nkota.
Yeah.
You strike from far. I mean that goalkeeper, I don't think he's that good. You understand? And you won't know if you're not going to take your chances.
Okay. No, Papa Sego, thank you so much. Let me bring you to Bongs. Bongs. Urinka game, Bongs. Waka.
Yeah, Brauti.
Urinka game, Bongs.
Hell, ke worry ka game because now Richards Bay is coming at us since re red card so. Ke a bona ntse ke bona lape mos ntse re etsa di mistake tse ngatanyana ntse re kry yellow card mona na re khone ho controla game like first half ne re khona ho bapala.
Yeah. Mara first half ne le taba ya hore Richards Bay le yona ne sa tla ho tlo dlala.
It's about Richards Bay ne dutse morao le yona. It was not playing, it was just all over the place at the back.
Yeah.
Le rona re sa nke di chance tsa rona ntse re misa di chance.
Re etseng going forward now? Ka yellow card ena e re na le yona now.
We rather sit back and defend or play on a counter attack. Re sebedise pace ya Dupree and maybe bring in Saile to help him ka taba ya pace.
Okay. Hi Bongs, if fella one came in your calculation.
It's either 1-0 kapo 2-0. Considering if re ka kenya Saile, because Saile ke motho a ratang ho create the chances, more like David Khadebe type of player. Ona le ho matha and o tla khona ho thusa Dupree at least create 1 or 2 chances.
Okay. Yes. Oh, what a turn!
Yeah,
Oh, what a turn!
Go.
What a turn to Priest!
Pure hair, go.
What a turn! Now, Bongs, Bongs, we've got to go to Priest. What did I say? Stand with the centre backs. Now, I know it wasn't the ball played through, but stay up there. Don't come back in. 2-0. We get to relax a little bit. I think the game was a little bit shaky there for the team, but luckily Dupree was able to now come and do something. Over 1.5s. You guys are safe. It looks like the straight win is also going to be safe in this game. Nabi Oskala Nabi. Why Nabi abatla khulla man? Why Nabi abatla khulla? Look at the positioning of Dupree's. What I liked about where Dupree's was is that you could play it around. Obviously, there's not enough space, but you could play it around. You could play it through. Sometimes you just need that, guys. It's simple, this thing, guys. Play him like that. 2-man counter. Done. Finish. Oh, I think this finishes the game, says Tabang. I predicted 2-1, says the concierge. Bongani says 2-0. I said Dupree, stay in the box. Guys, it's not rocket science, guys. It really is not rocket science. There's a reason why Dupree is good in certain situations. But yeah, credit to Mart, guys. Credit to Mart, because we finally have a 6. Or at least in this game, we finally have a 6. A competent 6 that allows Mart to go up. Wahib, 2-0.
Out there, I've said Mart is a very important player for Chiefs. To all the Chiefs fans that is listening, please, Mart is a boy that wants to do the best for the team. He sacrificed his own game for Chiefs players to flourish. And tonight, with the right formula, the right players next to him, Mart is your best player.
Yeah.
Without doubt. Ashley Dupree score and the goal before this, 2 assists for Mart. He hasn't lost the ball, but he's trying to implement what he can do, what they have done at Sukakune. He's a leader. He's a true leader in the team. And he's showing you guys, without him, your midfield is dead. Without Mart, there's nothing at Chiefs.
But Wahib, how many times have we complained that Mart is not a 6? I feel like on this show, everybody's been saying it, that Mart is not a defensive set player. We're finally seeing him get freed a little bit.
But Auti, I've explained to you how many times. It's now the second season Mart is not comfortable in the 6. If you have a 6 that is comfortable on the ball, Mike Mardio box-to-box player.
Yeah.
You see, he's a cover cheats. Yeah. He's a cover cheats type of player. It's just that your players that you have is not good enough. You need better quality.
Okay. No, Wahib, thank you so much. We're seeing Duba coming off. Zwane is going to be coming in. I am interested to see what the Ditokwe sub is going to be. Are we going to a back five? Oh, Kwalami Mati, Mete Akena. Mchacho's exactly concierge. But it's what we've been speaking about, because I've even spoken about maybe a crazy sub of putting Miguel into the 6. You know, bring Simango in with totally Miguel in the 6 and play it from that point, right? That is maybe what we want to see. But let's see. They didn't say who came off for the talk, guys. I know Duba came off. Who else is off here? Kabanere back 5, which one? No? Play it through. That's all you need to do. You please stay on the line and get the counter. What did I say about this game, Uti? Now, that's all you need to do. Get a ball through to Dupreez to run onto, and you're done. Oh, Shabalala came off. Okay, Shabalala came off. Mr. Sir, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, and you, OT?
I'm great. 2-0. Tell me about this game.
I'm very, very impressed. And like you said on the show earlier, this is exactly what we need to see from the new coach. We need to see the fact that he has quality players, and the quality achieves needs to come out now. And this is very impressive. A 10-man side leading 2-0. This is evidence of not just player quality, but tactical resilience. I'm very, very impressed. This is what I was expecting against that Sundowns game where they lost, I think 2-1 was it, when I said the Chiefs can still come back from this. This is the resilience that we need to see more of from the coach, really utilizing the players' strengths. And welcome back to Ashley Dupree to the league. You know your boy, it's either he's amazing or he's terrible. He's Marcus Rashford of South Africa, but we always like to see him performing well. So this is very, very impressive. And mind you, I'm a Pirates fan and I'm very impressed. Tactically solid, very, very.
Mara, how much of this is just play them in the right positions or play them to their strengths?
A lot of it. We've been saying that you'll find that you guys tend to put players in positions that are not really their best positions, but this is what happens when Ashley. Remember we spoke about Ashley Ball when we are going to play on the counter with pace.
Yes.
It's good that now we know that the coaches realize that we can start playing Chivaviro ball, we can play Ashley ball, you understand? We can play Sailor ball, stuff like that. It's good that now you have that identity, that not just that identity, a coach who's willing to change things up to the strengths of their players and not always trying to fit them into his specific vision. So it's very good. Look, already now you're from a defensive position, you're attacking.
Exactly.
Even though you're 10 men down. This is exactly what you want to see. This is beautiful.
Okay. No, Mr. Seth, thank you so much for joining me. Guys, 2-0, 74th minute. Chiefs scoring again through, scoring another goal through Dupreez, who found the net there on a counter. Alton Tabi.
I'm Georgie.
Alton Tabi, now the red card, man.
Doubt are you doing great? Great,
Yay, Alton Tabi. Hey, Alton Tabi. I'll see you later. If after
bane ba re ha se re no alisiko ha rena di goals mara ke no hayo ka grounding we have 2 goals ha se ena le themba la makhosi guys ntse le bona boys a try ba leka ne ku sheka ka bantse ba kentse le obrigado lena wa foster bona mduduzi le obrigado ba jarile Chiefs shem ba utlwa bohloko ba batla to improve all the time but ka Tabi le rena 2 goals.
Alton Tabi ne kere no tla ba bohloko if after long break ya rona re khutle re jiwe hey dipelo
ne re tlo tshwana la agent ntse re wa tseba na bile ena nka ga re mone jwanong o pheyang jo ga gona ga ba tlo tshwana le batho ba shemo re tlweleng
no, Sitabi. E fela jwang game ena Sitabi before ke go lokola. E fela jwang game ena. Ra kora hap.
ya ba na le chance ba ka nna ba ikora third goal ya ba 3-0 it's fine re happy as long as fela re winner re le makosi re jabulile ha re na taba go bo mang ba reng re happy.
Okay, Sitabi. Guys, it's the 75th minute. It is 2-0. You see, this is I think one of the things that I always say on the show. Richards Bay, you came with your pragmatism, you came with the defending, you came with your low block, you came with all of those things versus Kaizer Chiefs. A Kaizer Chiefs team that is not necessarily the strongest team. And you're now 2-0 down. And now you're forced to come out and play when you could have played from the beginning and then transitioned into defense if it was lit. So, I mean, some of these coaches, I don't understand what the plans are. And everybody knows I'm a Chiefs fan, but it grinds my gears that these coaches don't come into games with plans to actually do something when they get here. You can be defensive and also attack and score. You can be defensive and dangerous. But if you're just coming there to just sit, the first half they just sat and did nothing. Now they're trying. Look at what they're doing now. Look at the change. They're having Ustebe coming into the midfield and then having Figueiredo come into the team. Play at the same time. Play at the same time. Where's Ashley? Oh, guys, don't just start passing for no reason. Go get the third goal, Liman. Gustavo, welcome to the show. How are you? Gustavo, tell me what's happening here, Gustavo.
Man, I can see you are happy. That's what's happening. But yeah, I mean, this is what as football fans wanted to see after the Legends Cup. You know, Navi has been crying for friendlies to see what it can cook up. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Kaizer Chiefs fans can appreciate. You know, you included. You can appreciate what you are seeing on the pitch. You appreciate seeing some of the players back on the pitch. You know, because that has been the struggle for Kaizer Chiefs, that you need sort of experienced players, you know, and you have that quality. Look at Umthetho after the Legends Cup, you know, when I spoke to some of the gents who went to watch the Legends Cup, they were praising Umthetho, they were praising some players like Bosolomon, you know. Look at Pulemori getting a start today. That's good, you know, that's good. That's what they wanted to see. It's good for Nabi. Finally, he can sort of cook up a matured squad with some of the players who are highly experienced. You look at a player like Dupreez, forever deadly on the counter. You know, one of the best players on the counter, one of the best runners behind the ball, behind the lines, you know, on a counter. So having that player back on the field, having that reliance from the manager back, you know, it's good, man. It's good. You know.
So then, Gustavo, how much of this was Chiefs? How can I put it? Making it difficult for themselves, because, for example, we all know Dupreez is one of the best runners behind the defense. Nazo.
Aye, vaya straight.
Nazo. Give it back. Marty.
How? Sekamshaya kamnandi solo muntu.
How?
Hey, yadlala vandag kodwa. Yadlala vandag kodwa.
Mara, give it back. Mara, Gustavo.
That 2-goal lead.
What are my headlines? Martes 2 assists and a goal.
You won't lie. He needed that goal. He needs that goal.
Man, he's done enough.
But what a solid performance from him, man. Not go unnoticed. What a solid performance. That pairing between him and the old and Uzan Ox. What a performance. I think it's high time to dominate some of the smaller teams. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, good performance by the Gents, man. Good performance by the Gents. And you asked me a question before. What I said, coach you.
Nami sengikhohliwe man, nami sengikhohliwe. Ngibona uMartha yenze lezi sengikhohliwe na.
Chiefs izenze yona ngokungaselect about Dupreez knowing they are deadly. No, coach uze ngale mentality yokuthi I want to cook up my own thing. You know, some of these players, in terms of their profiling, they don't really offer me that. You look at the striker that the coach wants in the box. Tall, big guy.
No, don't take him off.
Nah, I disagree.
You know?
Nah, I disagree.
Wait. You'll get your chance.
Okay.
No.
For time, guys. For time.
I think you should look at the striker, Salontuzana, sa Nabi. He wants a tall, big guy in the box. Someone who can have good
Ranga.
You know, Ranga. The coach wants that. Wait, you'll get your turn to speak. You're disturbing me.
Oh, let's Maada. Hang on. You're gonna come in now.
Sorry, guys. Temptation.
Yes, you're disturbing me. The coach wants a tall guy in the box since they rely too much on a lot of crosses. You look at a player like Utuba. It's good seeing Utuba more up front. We know the delivery is inside the box. You know, we know how he is offensively. He's excellent offensively. So having him in the back line, it works to a certain point, but you need the boy up front. You know, you need the boy up front. But ucoach uzenze yena lana ngokuthi before angakhethi ama player afana bo Dupreez anga profile kahle umthetho angatholi position for umthetho azoyidlala kahle. You know, uyisela umthetho usibhola bekadlala ku Stellenbosch. Yabo uyafika ngaba some of the players and what is season practice sometimes it's doings of the previous coaches. You know, but yeah, what he cooked up today, I think they have a solid 11 and have solid starters and off the bench, I think he also has that difference. You can just turn it up. If Uranga is not working, add Dupreez. You know,
time, Gustavo. For time, I want to jump in. Let me bring in Les Mara. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good on you guys. It's my first time.
But welcome. First time, you must come back. Welcome.
Yeah. Mara ngeke nala bothata ba five guys like you shebile match ene ebile coach a to kenya 5 defenders and 3 defensive midfielders. It's like 8 defenders to 9 defenders.
Yeah.
So me ile fa ke tlo lla gore like I know man, it's not it because of our Sheba game. We only have one striker. So when we go forward, we only have to prefer. There's no cover up, especially go to winning. On the right side, who Sheba man, we can't expect Mar Ashape up and down from defense to defend local midfield then about to attack a happy. So I don't know if the plus happy could the other guy for Tohobu are coach waka striker or tshwane bo Ranga. So I feel like he has Ranga. Besides Ranga, because of I also if you buy another tall striker from Africa, because of like I also le philosophy of Mzansi, because of Mzansi normally angere dala maybe striker si one jaga maybe go Pirates kama khopa. Striker that's tall, but at least Okwana hold the ball. If team is attacking, if the counter attack, then you know maybe Ranga or a player like Makhopo or Pirates or Sundowns gives a shock. Actually, I think Lishalu Lilen is a number 9, a proper number 9 who can hold the ball. So I don't think getting another striker like Kaizer Chiefs who has like maybe more or less similar profile or Channel Ranga in Kaizer Chiefs. I feel like maybe the wingers improve a thing. I feel like by a mistake, by a blunder, total blunder by letting Keegan Dolly go. Otherwise, I doubt maybe there's any other wingers, maybe the Bangafitang structures like Kaizer Chiefs.
Well,
but
then,
so far, I just wanted to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, go on.
No. Yeah, but I just wanted to say, like, I'm just disappointed coaching. Like, for Sundowns. I was not really disappointed. But no, because of Kenya, 5 defenders and 3 defensive midfield. Guys, you can't tell me Zwane Dala 10. Zwane cannot play 10. You can't attack Zwane because of, like, we have Martin and Twet. Those, like, we are leading 2-0, guys. Why are you putting an extra defensive midfield? We only have Dupreez up front. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys might say something different.
Okay. No. For time's sake, let me bring you agent because I've got thoughts that I want to say after we do this. Agent, 84 minutes, 2-0.
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm happy that you're not coaches as fans.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that you're not coaches as fans because I always tell people respect the game. is the most important thing in football. Respect the game. The game says you are 1-0 down. Don't be overconfident and say I'm Chiefs of the want to dominate. And either way, this team is not here. No, defend. You know. And I think I said the same sentiments when we were beating Chiefs 2-1 and said, guys, if Chiefs is coming, you can't say go toe for toe with them. Let's respect the game and defend. You know,
Yeah.
it's a basic principle. And when a team is coming at you and you have to praise, like I said, he's gonna score. So I see Chiefs winning 2 or 3-0. You know, because a team is gonna come and you're gonna hit them on the counter. You need one player. You don't
Yeah.
need a whole lot of players when
Yeah.
you're one man down. You know.
Yeah.
But either way, I just wanted to say that. Mark the Shame, step over. But anyways. Let me go back to Richards Bay. I don't. This lineup that is on the pitch now. I don't think we are supposed to start.
Yeah.
And as a coach, once a team is one man down, what will happen is you shift the system.
Yeah.
You don't stick to the same system. You might change personnel, yes, but you have to change the system.
Yeah.
Right? Now, because Chiefs is weak on the midfield, because they've taken out a midfielder and brought in a defender, what you need to do now is increase the midfield because they shot there and increase the attacking force and
Yeah.
take out a defender because you're going to do less of the defending. You know, so when you make like for like changes, you haven't made any difference either way. You know,
Yeah.
So I'm just disappointed with the response of the coach towards being one man down. But like I said, I expected it to be this way. Hence, I said 2 or 3-0 Chiefs would win, and it seemed like I was being weird when I
Yeah.
said that. But yeah, otherwise good.
Yeah, but can
And
I
like said,
ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask, how do you feel about? I know we're speaking about respecting the game. How do you feel about the sub of taking out Dupreez and Mart just when they're catching fire, and maybe you could play a defensive set and still be dangerous in the attack? Maybe score 3, maybe score 2 or 3 more goals. How do you feel about that change specifically? Even confidence-wise.
I think it's fine. I think confidence-wise, I'm only worried about Omar because he just missed a sitter.
Okay.
Okay. You were frozen. I thought you couldn't hear me. But anyways,
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. Hey.
Yeah, no, you're fine now. So now, I was only worried about Mark, but he's a senior player. He has to understand. Now,
Okay.
like I said, respect the game. You're 2-0 down, and 2-0 is a fragile score. You know, 86th minute, 85th minute, you get on goal. What happens then? You start panicking. You know. So for me, it was fine. You go to 2 goals, and let's defend the 2 goals because even if they score 1, at least you have defenders in who are able to defend the 1-0 that you might need. So yeah, I'm happy with the changes that he made because you need 2-0 and let's just defend it. You don't need 3 or 4 goals in this game because it's high risk, high reward. Are you willing to risk conceding by bringing more players or letting the players stay on, or are you just being conservative about it? So I think red substitutions for me. Yeah, cheers.
Okay. Look, this is where I stand on it. I'm not asking Chiefs to be reckless, but what I'm asking Chiefs to do is keep your danger. The moment you bring on defenders, which is fine, I don't mind bringing on defenders, make sure that you have danger. I literally said now that maybe you play a Mahrez Vardy type situation because you're seeing that they have to push players forward. You're seeing that Dupreez has got a lot of he's getting his game now. He's getting onto his bike. He's building his confidence, right? Maybe 2 goals or 3 goals in this game builds his self-confidence for a striker. But then also you allow Mart to also build that thing. 2-man counter. You don't even have to take everybody forward. It's just that now you're seeing that, okay, defensively we brought in guys, sit them back, have them defend. But there's also an opportunity for you to score 2 or 3 goals at a very low risk profile because you've got 2 players that you're committing forward. Already you're watching Saile standing, doing nothing there. I don't want to say anything bad about Saile. standing doing nothing there. And then you also have Tshwane, who was also up there. Why not keep it as Mart? Take out those players then and keep it as Mart. Instead of having Saile up front, keep it as Mart and Dupreez. Because this is what happens. This is what happens when you start defending. The only problem is that Richards Bay came late to it. This is what happens when you start defending and you lose your threat. If you still have Kimang, if you still have Dupreez on the pitch and you still have Mart on the pitch, this score could be 4-0 instead of a 2-1. And look, there's still 5 minutes left for Richards Bay to try to do something. But the moment you start defending late on, that is when you start giving yourself some very tough situations. All those defenders crowd each other. I feel like these are like football rules. And what did I say about the ball that's played in? Play the ball. No, agent. This is what I'm saying. I am more comfortable having Dupreez on the pitch instead of Saile in that situation, agent. I'm not saying don't bring defenders on. Make the same defensive subs. Make the same defensive subs. But keep Dupreez on. Because now you know that when you win the ball back, you've got somebody who has already terrorized that defense and is in flow. Do you guys get me? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't bring on 6 defenders. That's why I expressly said go into the Vardy Mahrez setup where Drinkwater and all those guys are doing defensive work. But the moment you allow them, after terrorizing them, 10 more minutes of Dupreez would have been a different thing for this defense. But anyway, I don't want to say, that's what I meant, agent. I didn't mean don't defend. Don't get me wrong. But Dupreez is on fire right now. Mart is on fire. Why sacrifice them to bring on Abu Saile for no reason in a 2-0 game when you could be building the guys? But yeah, Arena the patch is there. Maybe you see like there. Dupreez is gone in that set. Gone. 2-man counter. Malume Kuti wasn't burnt out. I disagree. That's why they were even whispering to each other when they were coming off the pitch. He hasn't played. He wasn't burnt out, Malume Kutso. He didn't do much in the first half. But yeah, hey, who knows? Lulu says the game must end now. The next 3 minutes is going to be so rough. Oh, if Richards Bay was to get a goal here. Here we go. Can we get something then? Hey, if we defend, we invite them into our half. Look, all I say, guys, for me that I've always said, you can be defensive. There's nothing wrong with going into defensive. But the moment you lose your threat is when now you invite even more pressure because the other team doesn't have to worry. There we go. Go. What? Watch the counter. You've committed 4 players. Yo, Nkosiami. Once you lose your threat, the other team doesn't have to worry, right? So in the back of their mind, they have to know that if the ball breaks free, it's one ball to let's set Dupreez free. You get what I mean? In their minds. So then now you don't bring an extra man. Oh, Nkosiami. Ooh, better decision making from Richards Bay, and this is I hate this. But let's see if they can hold out. I hate this. It's coaching when you analyze players not good enough. I was backing you. What was that with Salih? This is what happens when you jinx it. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Oh, Kosiami. Twelve attempts from Chiefs, 3 on target. Now Richards Bay have 8 and 2. Imagine doing all that good work the whole game long, and then now you're going to have a tough time at the end. Nje. Saile, line up with the defenders. Thank you. Kudluza him, please, man. Oh, the coach. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. How's it, Tavi? We're cruising so nicely. Now look at because the other thing about bringing on a lot of defenders, again, I'm not going up against that decision, but bringing them on, you crowd spaces that you don't need to crowd. Richard Spey. Oh, Richard Spey could have killed this game. Tabi.
Bathi ukusheka ngesulu njalo.
Oh, kakase.
Wakakasela, wakakasela. Why you kakaseling, my brother? Relax, go.
End it, Rev. Please end it, man. Please end it. Oh, please. Oh, I need this game to end. Did it end? Did it end? Is it done? Oh, thank you. Oh, Kosiami. Oh. Whew. And that was unnecessary, guys. That was unnecessary, guys. Okay, full time. Kaizer Chiefs is one. I'm not going to be in for long, so I'm only going to bring in 2 or 3 people, and then we're going to go from there. Concierge, you were right, my brother. You were right. Full time, guys. Full time. Guys. Let me see. What am I going to bring in? Let me bring in people that haven't spoken. I'm going to bring in 2 people, then I'm going to close it. We're going to discuss the game properly tomorrow. So if you have not followed, please follow. Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. I am here. We discuss, we speak, we go through the games together. But let me bring in people that haven't spoke. Hosti Baroga, when last? Hey, ubalehile ko go kentse.
Oti, o itse ke boetse game mo ke tshwere pelo ka letsogo me bra. I coach ara ha o itse ke nga o betha di blunder tse serious, di on goal tse serious ben.
Yeah.
Oti, Frostler okra yellow card ka 2 minutes of the game. And then o maintain a game pila up until like ka half time. Why not bring out Frostler and then put in Solomons? Because like when they play A1, you understand? They both like the crosses like going forward to manage the game. And then Ashifa like a jiggy motokra red card, and then it puts you as a coach under pressure. Yeah. Like change formation unnecessarily. You understand? Another thing, into fetsang we emphasize OTT. There was no need there to breeze. Only confidence I might still want to score another goal. You understand? Because like he's been like begging for these opportunities, and then Oscar goal one Wamunza. What's the reason for that? And then Hoka level like since like actually Richards Bay they managed to go like never corner rock a ball at the back, but while he was there, never say it's into you. I know this guy man aska yets and yo. Yeah. And the unfortunate part, like Richards Bay Italy into the game second half. Should they have given this performance first half? Ngerbala maybe we might draw or losing also. Showcase. So otherwise, thanks to OT.
Guys, tomorrow 7 p.m. We've got 3 games to discuss and review, where you guys can jump in and tell me exactly what you're thinking. Let me go to Soweto Chant. Kave.
Awe Soweto. Hi. How's it, OT?
No, I'm good, my brother. I'm good.
Ikhanda lami alisebenzi kahle towards the end lapha no.
Hey bani.
Hey, i-Richards Bay cishe yangibulala lapha. I know towards the end is not make sure.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with the starting lineup. Chiva Vira hlale kancane ebenchini. I've been crying with Dupreez and I'm still crying for other players lapha. What we have it's good enough for now. Yeah, well. Kodwa lapha emuva uMsimango is good, but I feel like uzosicosta going forward le mfana. Laba abanye ba right uMadi mina angimblame kakhulu even though athole red card. I think ngingablame ureferee for not taking him out early, yabo lapha. But I'm happy with what I saw today. Hey, but towards the end,
besenzani. Hey.
But another one ngimbonile u-Ox man. Hey, u-Ox umkhumbuza asafika Kaizer Chiefs lapha
Yes.
yabo.
Yeah.
Same football, same composure. I love what I saw from him. Umathi naye uyabona ukuthi hayi ngathi kumele ngenze something lana, otherwise i-captain band izohamba. He's pulling up his socks. Umathi ngihlala ngisho ukuthi i-dynamite leya ilezi izidlala i-football yakudala yabona le mentality yakudala. So yeah, it's good so far, so good. Hey, Shuto Prize umbonile kodwa Shuto Prize lapho ushayiza kambaphe othi
bamkhipha
bamkhipha and ngibona bahlekelana lapha ngazi bathi he didn't even want to give the abosayile i-high five inyani ukuthi angena ziyashutha ile coach yesihlanyela kodwa hayi I'm happy. I'm not happy ukuthi bamsubstitute kanje even uDuba. I don't know, man. I don't know. But good friend. So you pull guys, if you want my thoughts in about an hour's time, my thoughts will be out on YouTube. So please subscribe on YouTube, those who are watching on YouTube right now. Follow on TikTok, those who are here right now. Tomorrow, we're going to come together as a group and again. I'll have my panels and we'll speak about the games that we watched. I just want to end this off, just as a reminder that Chiefs won the game. I want to end off with positives. Mart was incredible in this game. I think the freedom that was allowed to him by having an informed Ox behind him, let us see the real value of Umar. The engine, the going up and down, the passes. He even played some very good passes forward. I wanna give him credit. I wanna give credit to Dupreez. You know, plenty of time Dupreez is played as a winger. He has to start his runs from all the way there. The moment he was given a chance to play Dupreez ball and have balls coming in and have his pace on display and play centrally, look at what happened. He looked very dangerous. Even though the first half was shaky, but he looked very dangerous. Then the last person I want to give credit to has to be Ox. Ox left his tellies, arrived at Chiefs, played some football, then got sucked into whatever happens at Kaizer Chiefs with these players when they arrive. But this is the performances that we want from our six. This is a single pivot who allows you to actually have an 8, who can progress the ball, who plays it simple. You don't need to be fancy there. Now, second half, we were losing a lot of balls in the middle. Hey, we were losing a lot of balls in the middle. I'm not gonna lie. But it was a good performance. I'm not going to say it was a great performance or it was incredible. All I'm going to say is that, look, Richards Bay also didn't necessarily come to the party the way they should have. On Richards Bay's case, I'm still asking why Figueiredo doesn't start games. I'm still asking why Stebe was on the bench. I'm still asking why Sundowns is on the left-hand side. I'm still asking why they chose to come and defend when they could have played that type of football throughout the game, because we know Chiefs' defense is shaky. But I don't want to end it on that note. Kaizer Chiefs, 2-1 winners. Hey, Mangoba's on his own. Hey, I'm sure he would have been hoping that the scoreline is different here. But anyway, guys, it's been incredible. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Join me here. Remember, Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. But if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Bafana, Banyana are playing, we will be here. For example, 3 a.m. Saturday, we're going to be watching Banyana versus Jamaica. There is a WhatsApp group. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, head on over to YouTube, click on subscribe, click on join. Then in the members area, that's where the link is for the WhatsApp group. That's where you'll find Malume Kutso, agent, Velile, Hausa. There's a lot of people that you hear here where we go 24 hours in that group. You can send a message at any time, and I kid you not. Send a message at 2 a.m. Somebody will answer you. We have incredible chats. We have incredible discussions. There's no time limits like we have on the show. And there's voice notes, there's pictures, there's videos, there's GIFs, there's banter, there's learning.
Very, very incredible place. So head on over to my YouTube channel, click on subscribe, click on join, members area, join the WhatsApp group, and be part of some incredible conversations. Guys, it's been incredible. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Look out for my video. I'm going to drop it in an hour. I'm telling you exactly how I feel about this game. Support us, guys. With that being said, shout out to Patrick Mbetsi on YouTube, who sent a 70 Rand super thanks on a video that I did, my review. Thank you guys so much. Support us, guys. There's not many places where this can happen. You're not listening to Thomas. You're not listening to an old coach. You're not listening to old players. It's us as fans coming together and speaking. And for us to keep these platforms running, we need the support. So share if you can. Comment if you can. Do everything if you can. Give contributions towards the account. I've got account details in my profiles. Give contributions, do all those things so that we can build these things up to compete with these guys, because we don't have places where we can be fans and we can have our opinions out there. Guys, it's been incredible. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Thank you to those watching on YouTube as well. I'll see you guys. Well, actually, before I go, thank you to Lulu, MK, Mzidog, Fanenom, Pablo, Mhlave, Mutla. Thank you for the gifts this side. It really does go a long way. Lulu, the boss lady, you know. Yeah. Guys, bye-bye.